series was Dillon Brooks, right? And all his trash talk, him talking about I poke bears and just kind of putting some words towards LeBron. And you saw the result of that. You saw them shortly after get blown out, and LeBron put 20 and 22 on this Memphis team, and then follow that up to them closing them out in Game 6 by 40 points, which was hilarious because, you had Dillon Brooks talking about, I don't respect anybody till they give me 40, right? All right, well, you just lost by 40. Enjoy your couch. Enjoy Cancun. And it's this whole narrative, right? You've seen it over the years. Always somebody makes that mistake. Somebody ends up saying something that just sparks the team that LeBron's on, as well as LeBron James, and they end up paying the price because of it. So far, the Warriors have been pretty quiet in regards to that until this. JaMychal Green decided to poke the bear and poke the Lakers after LeBron was asked and responded to the Steve Kerr flopping allegations, which, one, I think that was Kerr's way of basically getting the whistle that he got in the last game, right? That's what Steve Kerr does. It's what coaching does. It wasn't targeted towards LeBron or anything like that. It was just like, hey, he was just trying to get the refs to give him a better whistle. And it worked. He got that whistle. But of course, LeBron had to respond to that. He was asked, and he said, we don't work on flopping. We're just not a team that goes out there and looking for flopping opportunities. It's just not us. It's never been. There's actually never been any team that I've played on in my 20 years where we've been a flopping team. And that was LeBron James on the Lakers' physicality and basically the comments about flopping. And then JaMychal Green thought, hey, I'm the random guy that no one talks about. I'm the Dillon Brooks of the Golden State Warriors. I'm the journeyman that's going to step up and speak for the Warriors, and decided to do this. And I mean, he must have had a lot of time to kind of readjust and make this little hat and stuff, since he's just been sitting on the bench doing nothing. And this is what we're at. And now we will see tomorrow what the Lakers respond to. Because I believe tomorrow the Lakers are one, even without this, I think the Lakers close them out in 6. My original prediction was Lakers in 6. I thought this would go exactly like the Memphis series, and so far it's gone exactly like the Memphis series. But there have been a couple things that have developed. Obviously this, so LeBron James is going to be not happy about this. LeBron's going to want to silence these guys. Not just that, but this series means the world to LeBron, right? He knows how important and valuable this is. He's got a 3-1 lead. He knows he can't blow that lead. I expect LeBron James to ball out, right? I expect the Lakers and this team to rally behind him. But Steve Kerr, his comments, that's something that gives fuel. All these guys are doing is just keeping things on the bulletin board for the Lakers to look at and go, okay, it's time to send these guys home. It's time to end this dynasty. Great example was, what was it, 2016 when Klay Thompson talked about LeBron and his emotions, LeBron and crying and stuff. And what happened? How did that end for them? We've seen this time and time again. And not only do you have now Steve Kerr, not only do you have JaMychal Green, you have Anthony Davis, who basically got elbowed in the temple, had everybody laughing at him, had, everybody basically clowning him for nearly getting a concussion, and blaming him like it was his fault. Like he just threw himself into Kevon Looney's elbow or forearm or whatever it was, and just completely negate the fact that Anthony Davis has been getting clobbered all series this series, last series, getting no calls, no love, no nothing. And what is he supposed to do? He's fighting through it, and he's still dominating on both sides of the ball. I expect Anthony Davis to show up tomorrow, right? If Anthony Davis is right, which they say he is, and he's not dealing with any he's not discombobulated or anything like that. He's focused. He doesn't have any vertigo or anything. I think we see some 30-20 game from Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis is probably going to play 44 minutes tomorrow. I think he is going to dominate them. I think the Lakers as a whole are going to want to rally around LeBron and Anthony Davis, and I think these guys ball out, right? Austin Reeves seems like he's starting to get going, like he's starting to figure things out and kind of wake up a little bit, which is good. That's what we need. We need Austin Reeves to figure it back out. D'Angelo Russell, he's been able to get whatever he wants, and he's just hasn't been able to hit the shots. He did last game. He shot 60% last game, but he got into early foul trouble, so that kind of halted that momentum. We saw what this Lakers team did to the Grizzlies in Game 6, right? And we saw what this Lakers team rallied around LeBron when Dillon Brooks said his comments. We also saw Desmond Baines guarantee that they were going to have a Game 7 in Memphis, and the Lakers took it personal. And the Lakers showed up and balled out and blew them out by 40. Now, I don't expect the Lakers to beat the Warriors by 40. You know, the Warriors are still the defending champions. They're still a very good team. And I absolutely do believe, though, that the Lakers are going to show up. And I do believe that this series is over tomorrow. I think the Lakers are going to ball out. I think you're going to see LeBron James control and establish this game. You know, the Warriors have thrown essentially all their punches. Draymond Green, I don't expect to have another 20-point game, but I do expect kind of Clay to pick it back up, right? Although, you know, a lot of people talk about Game 6 Clay. Game 6 Clay hasn't been Game 6 Clay for a while. His last, 3 or 4 Game 6s, he's only averaged 10 points. And he's only averaging 11 points over the last 3 games. But you do got to account for him. I wouldn't be shocked if he picks it up, right? So maybe you get 20 plus from Clay, probably get 20 plus from Steph. But can Wiggins provide that 25? Because if he can't, the Warriors are in trouble. If he does, then I think this game might be closer than the Warriors would like, or that the Lakers would like. And then Jordan Poole, I don't expect anything from him in LA. He's been super inconsistent. But let's say he gives 10 points or something like that, right? I just don't think the Warriors have it. I think the Lakers have shown that they are the better team. I think the Lakers have all the motivation, all the drive, all the fuel. I think the Lakers are this leaned over tower, think of like Jenga, right? And you have all these pieces that have just been pulled out, and, you're waiting for that one that tips the scale. And I think they pulled out that Anthony Davis elbow concussion thing, and it's starting to wobble. And now Jamychal Green walked over and just pulled that final piece, and the tower is coming down, and the Lakers are coming. And I expect the Lakers to dominate this game and win. Warriors have been terrible on the road all year. That hasn't really changed. Yes, people say, well, they beat the Sacramento Kings. The Lakers aren't the Sacramento Kings. People were saying that in the last 2 games in LA, and the Lakers won both of those games, right? The Lakers are not the Kings. Now, the Warriors aren't the Grizzlies, but the Lakers are still the better team. They have shown that they are the better team, and I expect them to get it done. I expect them to go out there, play their game. The Lakers play their game, they win. Even yesterday, if the Lakers played their game, they probably would have won. The Warriors were shooting the lights out, and the Lakers were tied and had a lead at one point. And then they didn't come with the intensity on the defensive end. The refs were just giving the Warriors whatever they wanted. I expect that whistle to dry up a bit in LA, right? You get the home whistle. Okay, I still don't expect a fair whistle for the Lakers, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as it was last game, which means the Lakers should win that game. And I just think as a whole, I think you're going to see Anthony Davis and LeBron James show up. And I think you're going to see this roster rally around everyone and show up, because we've seen that. We've seen this team come together. We saw all the comments about LeBron James, and all the reports came out and said, it's not just LeBron. This team is taking it very personal. This team, that LeBron is their guy. They take that extremely personal. You attack LeBron, Lakers show up, right? You start talking your mess, Lakers rally together, they show up. You don't think D'Angelo Russell wants to close the Warriors out after they traded him? And you don't think that has something to prove in a contract year? You don't think this means something to LeBron? You don't think AD? You don't think this means something to AD? You don't think AD's looking at this going like, I took an elbow to the temple. I got a concussion or, close to a concussion. I was having vertigo. I had to be cartwheeled off, and the world is laughing at me. All right, watch. Watch what I'm about to do. And I think LeBron and AD are going to have those games, that game that you saw in the Memphis Game 6, and I think the Lakers players are going to pick it up, and they're going to rally together, and they're going to smack these Warriors. I believe the Lakers win by double digits, at least. I do. I think it might be close here and there, but I think at some point the Lakers will pull away, and then they just won't look back. Again, I don't think that they necessarily win by 40. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Lakers beat them by 30. So it's not like it'd be some shocker. But I do. I think D'Lo comes out. Hey, look, people talk about Game 6 Clay. So far, we have Game 6 D'Lo. Game 6 D'Lo gave us 31 points on 12 of 17 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3. Right? I'm telling you, the Warriors just sealed their fate. The Warriors should have JaMychal Green is the last guy that should have been talking, and he just talked. They're just giving Lakers more and more things to go off about. It's just, I don't understand it. I think it's amazing that people don't learn. But, hey, when the Lakers win tomorrow, all those Warrior fans that are all of a sudden coming out of their caves, all those Warrior fans will all of a sudden be signing their slips to become Laker bandwagon fans, because that's how it just goes, right? Like, where were all these Warrior fans 10 years ago? But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below.